for the moment, let's shift focus to personal finance. Harsh Roongta of apnapita.com is our expert who's waiting to take questions. And joining us now is Vinod Saini from Gujarat. Vinod ji, go ahead. What is your question?
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yes.
I have started the 2 SIP of 1,000 per month, HDFC Top 200 and HDFC Mid Cap Opportunity.
Okay.
And I want to know how is the fund. And the second one, I want to start the new tax saver SIP.
Okay.
So which one I have to go for?
So your total investable amount per month is 5,000 rupees.
No, excluding 5,000.
Total is 5,000, correct?
Yeah, no, but 2,000 I have already started, and
Okay.
now
Okay.
I have to invest
You have an extra 5,000 to put in. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you just apprise us a bit about what you pay for insurance? How much are you insured?
I have 70 lakhs insurance and
Okay. All right.
investing in 20,000 per year in CPF.
Fair enough. That's a substantial amount of information. Go ahead, Mr. Roongta. What is your advice?
So, Mr. Saini, what are you saving for? What is the goal?
So I want to wealth creation only.
But when do you want it back? I mean, there has to be a time period.
17 years for daughter's high education and 22 years for daughter marriage.
So
and I'm also planning for retirement after 30 years.
So that's a very, very long period. So I think investing in equity mutual funds and the mutual funds that you have picked both are good, HDFC Top 200 and HDFC Mid Cap. And as the name suggests, Mid Cap is for Mid Cap, Top 200 is a multi-cap fund. PPF is again an excellent medium. But since you are investing for so long, I think two things clearly you need to take into account. One, I think obviously equity needs to be your major investment pattern, and so for this 5,000, if tax is what is driving you, then at least for this year you can look at a tax saving fund. I mean, you can look at HDFC tax saver. You can look at the tax saving fund of ICICI Pru as well. So I mean that is dependent on your tax situation. Otherwise you can look at you are a little overexposed on mid cap. So I would not recommend putting more on mid cap. I would recommend putting whatever is left on a large cap fund like a Franklin Blue Chip. As far as your insurance is concerned, I think your plans, although you have done a great thing by taking term plans, I think your term plans are offline. So possibly, and if your health position continues to be good, a month before your term plan is about to expire, you probably should apply for it online, make complete disclosures, and once you get your online term policy, you can discontinue your offline term plan. You can save a fair amount of money by doing this as well. Please take proper health insurance and disability covers as well, whether it is disability arising out of accident or disability arising out of critical illnesses. I think, but you are on the right path. You just continue going ahead, and I think you should also consult a professional financial planner to make sure that you continue reviewing your portfolio.
All right, that's the advice coming in from Saini. Let's go across to the other caller. It's Vatta Cheryl who calls in from Trivandrum. Hi, could you tell us what your question is?
I have no question. You are only calling.
Hello?
Hello, could you okay, I'll just tell the query that he has sent us. His age is 65 and he wants to invest 20,000 rupees as a lump sum. His time period is about 3 years. His goal is 5 lakhs and the reason is for pension planning, and he has some current investments which is spread out in a lot of the equity funds. So you've got a Fidelity India Growth Fund, HDFC Top 200, ICICI Pru Focused Blue Chip Equity Fund, Reliance Growth Fund, Reliance Vision Fund as well. So he has a couple of equity investments. Total amount is about 15 lakhs, but right now the lump sum he's looking to invest is more or less for pension planning. What's the advice that you would give him?
I think his age was mentioned as 65 years old.
Yes.
And if you are planning to retire quickly, Mr. Veta, then I think the point is that you seem to be overexposed on equity, unless there are other debt assets that we are not aware about. If the equity investments that you have mentioned are a significant portion of your portfolio, then you need to start moving out of them slowly through a systematic transfer plan into debt-oriented funds. There could be MIPs, which are hybrid debt, where debt is very high. There could be senior citizen saving schemes, since I think you are already 65. So you clearly need to move into debt if the investments that you have spoken about are the major portion of your portfolio. Among the funds that you have mentioned, most of them are good. I think in terms of, you have some sectoral or rather thematic funds like Reliance Vision and Reliance Diversified Power, etc. I would suggest that if at all you want to stay in equity and to stay in funds, these funds you can shift to a Reliance regular saving fund if you want to stay in the same fund house, but shift to a better performing fund.
All right, Mr. Roongta and Mr. Bhattacharya, we'll leave it at that. Thank you very much for joining us with your advice. To you viewers, just a word, if you have any personal finance questions,